just incredible. Two. DJ Sourmilk.
One. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Okay, I mean, this man does not need any introduction.
No.
It's an honor to sit here today. It's my first time sitting with talking to Usher.
Yeah, my first time as well, man.
And you know, we're here to celebrate a new Vegas residency, some new music. Usher, man, it's good to have you on the Liftoff Show, brother.
Man, good to be. How y'all doing, man?
Man, we're doing all right, man. We're sitting with a legend.
Man,
I
seriously.
mean, come on, man.
Well, hey, man, you know, some of us have all the look, you know. Now, look, listen, man, I'm just happy to be able to see anybody right now. You know, just to be able to connect in this way, even though, you know, it's on Zoom.
Yeah.
Chance to still connect and talk about just life, man. I'm really excited about this record that I just put out, my video that just dropped.
Yeah, nah, man, we're excited for
Video's
you, man.
good.
Yeah.
Video's really dope, man.
And let's talk about that real quick for a second, man. You said it's great to be able to connect with people. How has quarantine been for you, man? How has quarantine been for Usher? Because for us, you know, we think like, oh, that's Usher. He could do whatever the fuck he wants. You know what I'm saying? But there's still rules to this shit. How has quarantine been for you?
You know why?
Talk to me.
I'm gonna tell you, I never in a million years would have imagined that I would be the entire village that raises my child. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child.
Of course.
So I'm like, first of all, I got two, and I got one.
One on the way, right?
Okay, right, one on the way.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. But this schooling over before the summer break, bro, I'm telling you, I was like, yo, I'm just not cut for this. You know what I'm saying? I want to do all of that, but no. Where is the teacher?
Yo, bro.
Bring the teachers.
Yo, real shit, man. And so aside from, you know, I guess that type of stuff, has it affected anything as far as, you know, recording process for you? I guess your diet, your daily, you know, workout regimen. I don't know what that's normally like. How much of that has it affected?
All of it. You know,
Man.
I put out that 15, you know, quarantine pounds in the beginning. Had to work that shit off. But yeah, I mean, I think that everything changed, you know, in terms of how much, you know, exchange you could have with people, how social you could be. A lot of times we're pulling from that experience of being able to get out, listen to music, play music, have social outings where you try different things on, you get people reactions. But for me, it made me a little bit more authentic, and it actually caused me to really go towards the things that were more real for me, the song choices, the things that I wanted to offer, even what I was creating.
Yeah.
All of that became a lot more clear. So that's the good part of what the quarantine has offered to me.
That's right. Authenticity has always been something that you have specialized in, and I think, you know, that's one of the major reasons why fans across the world love Usher, man. Congratulations on the Vegas residency. We're doing 12 dates at the Coliseum, Caesar's Palace. What does this residency mean to you?
Everything, you know, perfectly timed, I say, right? In a time where we can't have, you know, regular concerts or social gatherings. You know, to look forward a year in advance to this was really, I mean, perfectly timed. I don't think I could have timed it better. I was already in the process of thinking of what dates to actually do it. We had conversations at the end of last year about it. My manager, Ron Lafitte, we flew to Las Vegas. He didn't tell me that while we were there. Walking through the back of Caesar's Palace, and we went to Nobu, and, you know, I'm like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? We ready to see some shows or something? It's late. Everything is over. So we sit down, and then we start talking about the idea of doing the Vegas residency. And I'm like, man, I made it.
Yes, sir.
I did it. And they were eager, and they were like, you know, we want to open the doors to you. I'd heard about, you know, what Celine Dion had done with it, what Elton John had done with it, talked about, you know, some of the shows and things that I'd seen in Las Vegas, and finding ways to create an experience that would bring you into my music. Because my music is very emotional. My music is very honest. So I'm trying to figure out how to bring people even closer to give them more of an immersive experience. But really, I don't think I could have timed it better. because it just worked out for all of us to be able to look forward to next year's July.
Yeah.
And be able to prepare, and I can create something like I've never created, and I have more than enough time to do it. So I'm starting now, and I look forward to it next year. I will have released an album, have released tons of singles and visuals, which is also something to look forward to and play off of. Yeah. But I'm thinking of my entire career, thinking about the fact that, you know, I've been doing this since I was 13. Yeah. So how can I give you the entire story of what that evolution has been?
Right.
You know? How far do I go back? You know what I mean? What fans are coming? You know, I feel like all of it has just brought me even more closer to my fans.
Man, and thank you for personally hooking up your Power 106 fans with opportunities to win all day long here on Power 106. What do you say to those LA fans? They got to get these tickets, man. It's going to be exciting to watch.
Hey, yo, listen, whatever you got to do to get your tickets, rather you're calling up, rather you're part of, a bundle, a group, if you're preparing, your girl trip, if you got your guy trip, whatever, this is the one that you do not want to miss. It's 12 shows. It's a quick banger. And you better get your tickets now. You got a year in advance. But I will tell you, it's going to be harder to get them.
Right.
If you manage to get one through a contest with 106, believe it, you are lucky.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Believe it.
And real quick, now, what does this mean for you? Because I feel like this says a lot about you, man. The fact that you're getting a Vegas residency now, it says, one, you've had a hell of a fucking career. Two, you're still doing it, and the demand is still there. So when the opportunity finally presents itself, and it's happening now. It's really happening next year. Do you kind of just sit back and be like, damn, man, like I really been doing this shit for many moons, and I've been very consistent with this shit, man. Like, when does that actually hit you?
The many moons part, I just don't ever feel. You know what I'm saying? I think that, the longer that I do this, the stronger my passion is to stay connected to it. And this just seems like it's just the evolution of this portion of the passion. I teach this through my foundation, my Usher's New Look Foundation. If you find your passion, that's the greatest thing that you could ever do. Many people say, hey, look, find a job, find something that's responsible. But if you find your passion and you can actually do that, and it takes you on this journey or whatever your journey is, it'll just continue to evolve. Yeah. Even when you feel like you've reached the pinnacle of it, there's more, I'm just really happy to really be able to connect with my fans in this way. If I think about how complicated it is to travel, and go all over the world and do these shows, whether I'm in Australia or Asia or, Europe or America or South America, in Vegas, I get to bring everybody here.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. There's an accommodation to it, but, I get a chance to be intimate with my fans in a way that I don't think I would have been able to ever.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you said the passion is part of what keeps that going. But also, do you have people around you that I guess help keep you hip to certain shit? Because it's not easy to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? And you've managed to do that. You've managed to stay relevant all these years. So is there certain people you trust that you keep tight around you, or is this you just keeping your eyes peeled and seeing what's happening?
No one man is an island. And that relates to being relevant in any culture.
Yeah.
You have to keep young people around. You got to keep the people who've been there from the beginning. You got to keep the people there who are thinking about the preservation of what you built. You have to keep people there who understands the standards and how people even, ingest music.
Yeah.
It used to be easy. Hey, man, do some artwork, put a single out or either a record out and everybody will buy it and then you'll sell tickets. It's changed.
Yeah.
So I say I'm very lucky to have the right people who continue to come in and a lot of people who go out. Like if there's anything, I'd say I've been able to mentor a lot of people through my system.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
and they'll offer what they can, and then they'll go on to become the Scooter Brauns or the, you know what I'm saying, and then just keep growing and
That's
keep
right.
growing, keep growing. But they come back, you know what I'm saying, and they continue to make sure that we don't miss a beat as a result of what they learned and what we did together while we worked together.
Man, that's beautiful. That's
And,
beautiful.
and you know, speaking of, you know, keeping young people around now, have you started picking things up from your children yet, as far as, you know, like stuff on that end, or
It's funny when your kids like your songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I like this one, Dad. Yo, this video is modern. I'm like, what do you mean?
What does that mean?
It feels like right now. I'm like, huh?
wait, so the last one didn't feel like
Did
right
you not
now?
like the last one? He's like, no. I like the last one too. I'm just saying this one feels like right now.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
And I've been, I'm actually very fortunate to have two A&Rs that drive with me to school. Analyze every song. They're like, this is my favorite. This is why it's my favorite.
Yeah.
This is who's gonna like it. You should do more songs like this.
Yeah, and you know, listen, I have kids myself. Well, there is nobody on earth that will
Be more
keep
honest.
it more 100 than your kids. Nobody.
Yeah, they will completely be like, this sucks. I've had a couple of them like, yo, I really like this. They're like, mm-mm.
Yeah, I already know.
Terrible.
I don't know how the kids have reviewed it, but to me, you're 3 for 3 in the most recent drops, man. Don't Waste My Time, Sex Beat, and now Bad Habits, man. Are these pieces of a new project, a new album, or where are we at with that?
I could say, as it relates to, you know, songs that I released, and I released a few other ones. I released the song "I Cry."
Yeah, okay.
I would definitely say "Bad Habits" is a part of the story that is to be told. Who knows? You know, "Sex Beat" or either "Don't Waste My Time" may be a part of the album. But as I kind of count down the days to the release of the album later this year, a lot of the evolution that I went through as a man. It really comes as a result of being transparent and talking about very complicated things like bad habits. You know, it seems fun, right, to hear us just celebrate this idea what the song is about, but when you really listen to how harsh it is,
Yeah.
it's a reality. You know what I'm saying? And then some point in your relationships, you gotta keep it real with your partner and give them the opportunity to say whether they want to rock with you or not.
Right.
And what the song is about. Like, yo, I'm being completely transparent, letting you know, because you ain't gonna hear it from somebody else. You're gonna hear it from my mouth, and I'll tell you, this is where I am and what I've done, but I want more.
That's right.
And, you choose to stay with me as a result of it, or do I lose you as a result of my bad habits? All of it in theory, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna release an album later this year. Bad Habits is a piece of that, and look forward to it because it's gonna be something
Magic.
That's great.
We
man.
look forward
That's
to it.
great.
What's one bad habit of Usher's that people? You said
What was that?
Thanks for the 3 for 3. I appreciate that.
Yeah, 3 for 3.
Yeah,
3 for
yeah,
3,
yeah.
baby. Usher, what's one bad habit that your fans might not know but would be interested to learn about you?
One bad habit. I mean, just look at that video. I probably
Yeah,
it leaked out right there. All those emotions, you know what I'm saying, that were coming out of me.
that part. That part.
Yo, real quick, where does someone like you, learn to be as open and transparent with your emotions, your feelings, because that's not something that myself. I'm with. Listen, I'm Mexican, so it's like growing up. I don't know. I guess we're not taught to be emotional like that and just be open with our emotions. That's not something that you learn. That's or it is something you learn, I guess, but you learn it on your own. Where does someone like Usher learn to do that and be that open?
Good question.
Well, I'll tell you this. As a result of being open and honest, I got Confessions, the album.
Yeah.
Well, if that's any indication of what happens as a result of you being transparent about life's experiences, right? And how good it is to just be forthright within your music,
Yeah.
let that be a reason. The other side is Yeah, a lot of therapy, man. You know, I just
Yeah.
worked with a lot of people, and in the end, what it came down to is, man, you're battling yourself. And when you can be honest with yourself, you will begin to have some of the greatest relationships that you will ever. Because at the end, can you judge me for being direct with you, the person whom I have to be in this relationship with? I'm going to let you know who I am. And in the end, you choose to stay or you choose to leave, but you're going to know who I am. And that came as a result of me being honest with myself.
That's crazy.
Arguably one of the greatest albums of all time, man.
Man,
Arguably.
incredible.
For many reasons, specifically because how honest it is, man.
Yeah.
Was there ever a song that you thought twice about? Like, was it a little too honest, and maybe you got like cold feet about it, and then decided to put that record out, or didn't?
Actually, I have a chamber of songs that I got a whole vault full of songs that I don't ever want the world to hear. But you got to go through that trial and error to figure out how far you really want to go, and how you really want to tell that story. But as it relates to songs that I have offered to the world that you heard that I felt were too honest, no, I don't think that there is. But I Cry was one of those ones that was a lot, because as you said, being raised in this time, like I was raised by my mom primarily. My mom, she wasn't going to let me be soft. So she was just like, ain't no time for crying. You got to get up and keep moving and figure it out. Let's just fight through this moment and figure out what it was. Now, if you're raised by your dad, he's definitely going to tell you, man, you better shut that shit up and figure it out.
Right.
Exactly.
But to be honest, I think in this time, to let your children know that it's okay to cry. It's okay. You're not soft if you just decide to be emotional and cry, even if you do it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that it applies to everybody, but as it relates to what we are in this time, to be able to connect with what we see is happening in the world and feel that emotion and be honest about how you feel about it, that's what's real.
Yeah, and real quick, even like I know on a scientific level, like when I was speaking to my therapist, and she was actually telling me crying is like healthy. That is good for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you cry, that I don't know what, I guess I didn't pay enough attention to exactly what it is, how it helps or what, but she was telling me that that's actually like healthy for you to let that out.
And unfortunately, it's just not something that everybody can do. Some people, they really have to turn the other cheek and continue to turn the other cheek and turn the other cheek and turn the other cheek. But eventually you're going to reach that place where you implode.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It happened at the wrong time. So being able to cry, being able to get to that place of being emotional, being transparent with your feelings. And crying may not necessarily always come through tears. I'm saying to be able to cry out and say, look, I want your love. I want your attention. Mom, Dad, I want a hug. I hold your hand. Mom, you never did it. I want to know that you love me. That's crying too. That's crying out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's crazy you say that too, man, because even like, I know with my parents, we were never, it wasn't always like, oh, Mom, I'm going out to hang out with my friends. I love you. Bye. We just never spoke to each other like that. It actually didn't happen until I got older. I'd say the last 10 years. Like now we openly tell each other like, yo, I love you. And it's normal now. But a lot of kids don't grow up like that. Including myself. That wasn't something that I was accustomed to. That wasn't something that I was used to. So yeah, man. Like hearing you say that now, I'm like, oh shit, that's real, man. Because
it's real.
I didn't have that growing up. Not that the love wasn't there, but you know what I mean.
But it's not always safe.
Yeah.
To show that kind of vulnerability and honesty. To use those words can be dangerous, right?
Yeah.
You just don't. You're not comfortable with saying it to everybody because it's something that's a very vulnerable thing. It's like It's like I'm exposing myself to pain.
Ooh,
damn.
Difficult.
Saying that to
you got to be brave.
Yeah, you gotta be brave, man.
You got to be brave.
How much do we owe you for this,
This
therapy session?
yeah. Buy you some drinks when we get to Vegas and come
Yeah.
see the show, man.
Shit.
Yeah, yo, by the way, you got it. It's on me. I'll meet you at the bar.
No, but the drinks on us though. We owe you.
Yeah, we owe you.
We
for
definitely
this.
owe you. Yo, before you run, Ush, can we? You know, you're one of the few artists. I know there's a lot of verses talk, and I don't even want to do who would you do. Da 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 da. We thought this idea would be dope. You're one of the few artists where you could actually. It's almost like Usher versus Raymond, right? Like,
yeah, real talk.
Could I give you a list of a few songs, and even if it's like on your set list, you could kind of say who wins in the battle? If I give you a little set list.
It sounds to me like we're going back to one of my previous albums called.
Yeah,
Raymond.
yeah, exactly.
You know we're fans.
I've been through this one. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so if the versus battle lined up like this, You Remind Me versus You Don't Have to Call, who's winning that?
Ooh, man. I would give it to. Oh God, yeah. It's like, how do you even do that, right?
Did it start off that tough?
Yeah.
Like, I got a few more.
I would definitely say, you don't have to call.
Yeah, okay.
That's strong.
All right, Burn versus Confessions Part 2.
Why you even doing that? Why?
We could offer you a pass. You could have a pass.
Burn. I'll take Burn.
Burn.
That's
We got a side bet going. We got some side parlays going in the office. Okay. My Boo versus Caught Up. Got him on the ropes.
Yeah, you got me on the ropes. You got me versus me on the ropes. I'd say my boo.
You and Alicia. You and
No,
Alicia.
no. Caught up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Love in the Club versus Yeah.
Loving this club.
That's different tempo. It's easier to get to, right? Love in the Club versus Yeah.
By the
You're going
way,
with,
it's, you mix match those, like Loving this club versus Yeah.
that should have been with
Yeah, and I would have put Yeah somewhere else. But go ahead.
last one. We're going to go early here. We're going to go early. You Make Me Wanna versus Nice and Slow.
Oh my God, they brothers.
They really are. It's from the same. They're twins.
They're twins. Yeah. Nice and slow.
Damn, man.
Hits.
That might
Hits.
that might have been like the first like R&B record I really was like open about liking.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
that,
saying?
that
Like,
one?
bruh,
Special.
I was young at the time, so it's like we were listening to hip hop back then. But when that record came out, oh, bro, I was singing that shit out in the open.
You were dedicating that to the ladies.
Come on, bro.
The young
What?
ladies.
Come on, dog.
Look at them.
Yeah, that was a classic, bro.
You got classics, man. Dude, it's great to sit with you today, man.
Yeah.
Zoom, social distance, but nonetheless, man, we're happy to speak with you, man. Congratulations on the new material, the additional blessing that you have on the way with the newborn baby, and Vegas Residency, man. We're going to have to live it up in Sin City, bro.
Yes, sir.
Come on with it. We'll be there next July at the Coliseum, Caesar's Palace. It's gonna be crazy, man.
Beautiful.
Fire.
Beautiful.
Real shit. Y'all don't want to miss this one. I'm telling you.
Oh no, we're gonna be there. We're gonna take you up on your offer.
But for real, this is gonna be a moment that will be. You're gonna remember this one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
get it,
Can't
man.
wait, man.
I'm just really putting a lot into it. That's all.
Yeah, man.
Looking forward to that.
We're excited. We're excited to see it, man.